Welcome back to Hannity. Tonight, the president has now hit rock bottom when it comes to the issue of immigration. According to a brand new poll, shocking 68% disapprove of the president's handling of immigration and only 31% approve. Now, to put that in context, according to the Washington Post, well, disapproval of Obama on any given issue throughout his presidency rarely reaches over 60%. Ouch. And with reaction, it's her #1 issue of all time. Author, columnist, friend, and Coulter. Your issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is immigration.
Well, it's the same thing with the American people. There was another poll showing that by far that's the most important issue. Something like 84% said they were more interested in what's happening with Mexico than, and this is going back some time, than Iran, than Syria, than the Ukraine. I mean, this is our border here. And you keep saying, and I mean, I agree. I wish we could have Netanyahu as our president. But, you know, how would America react if these missiles were being shot into our country? Well, I'll tell you how America would react to what's happening in Israel right now. More than 100 tunnels have been found on our border to smuggle in weapons, to guns.
I was inside
one. They're invading, they're murdering, they're raping. The head of the DEA said about a year ago that he thinks the surge of homicide in Chicago is a Mexican drug cartel. We are being invaded, and I just wish people would talk about our border the way, at least people like you and I talk about, the way we talk about Israel's border. We need a Netanyahu here. Can you imagine all these? I mean, yes, sometimes Palestinian kids get killed. That's because they're associated with a terrorist organization that is harming Israel. And Netanyahu doesn't care what the religious leaders say, weeping about Palestinian children. He doesn't care what the UN says. He doesn't care what the media says. We are a country, we have borders, and Netanyahu enforces them. Why can't we do that in America?
So does Mexico. Mexico puts you in jail or sends you back.
Right.
All right, here's my question. So Republicans have this big cluster today where you got the Boehner bill, you got the Blackburn bill, and then they schedule a vote, then they don't have enough votes, and they have to go in a conference.
Right.
Why can't they just get rid of the provision that was for sex trafficking where you treat kids?
Okay. You obviously didn't read my column this week.
Number one.
I read
and number
the bill.
two,
we don't need to. Obama's just breaking
control
the law.
the border, and Obama's breaking the law. I agree with you.
No, well, the only way look, Obama is breaking the law the same way here as he is with Obamacare. It's astonishing. Unfortunately, most Americans, I don't think, understand, maybe many viewers of your program, but this business of him, just for example, just suspending the operation of Obamacare, it would be as if, or the Dreamers Act. I mean, that was a law. People remember from when you were little kids how a bill becomes law. It goes to one house, then the other house, and then the president signs it. Okay, that didn't happen, but Obama is enforcing a law that failed to pass with the Dreamers Act. He is not enforcing a law that he pushed through with Obamacare.
Do we impeach him? What do you say to those that say, the Democrats are saying, oh, Republicans want to impeach him? And
no, I think the impeachment, drop that language. That's fundraising for both sides. That it's not going to work. It's pointless. It's pure fundraising for both sides. I do think Boehner's lawsuit is worth a shot. This is absolutely unprecedented what the president is doing.
No, Boehner should use the power of the purse. It's his constitutional power.
To some extent, you can do that, and that's the Cruz bill, which I was getting to next. Those are the only three things they can do. It's the power of the purse from the House, it's sue, or it's impeachment. Technically, it should be impeachment, but drop that. The lawsuit is definitely worth pursuing. I think it's a fantastic lawsuit. I'm all for it. The problem is standing. We'll see what happens. But this is an unprecedented situation. It would be as if President Bush, remember how he was pushing Social Security privatization in his second term? That went nowhere. What if he just directed the IRS? Start not taking Social Security taxes. Well, that is what Obama has done over and over again. This is completely unprecedented. I like Cruz's idea. I'm not entirely clear on how it really affects the fact that we are having this massive invasion at the border. Normally, you defund things so that a president can't do something. Well, that's the problem. He is not taking care that the law be faithfully executed. How do you deprive money from someone for not doing something? It doesn't cost anything not to enforce the law.
That's not what the lawsuit is. All right. Coulter, great to see you. And we love having you in studio.
Yeah, for my full 30 seconds.
We always need to give you more time. I agree. Good to see you.